Hey friends, it's good to see you. It's Saturday. That means it's time for my favorite live of the week, the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask specific questions and I give specific answers. Because we had some tech issues yesterday, perhaps having to do with the storm, perhaps having to do with our move, we don't know. But we think they're fixed. But because of that, if you were here Friday and you didn't get a Friday card, I'm so sorry. You today may ask for your Friday card and also a specific question. I'm so glad that you're here. I also have to say a few shout outs here. First of all, of course, a shout out to all of the members, all of the moderators. And if you're here for the first time, you'll need to subscribe in order to ask a question. And so a shout out to new subscribers. But let's also say a huge thank you to Jeannie Mnuchin, who's been a member for 3 years. Thank you for the generous super sticker. And Lisa Harmon, who's been a member for 2 years. Thank you for the generous super sticker. And Lisa reminds you to like the video, and I hope that you do, and I hope that you will like the video. All right, let's hop on over to Card Cam. All right, what are we doing here today? The boring stuff. Is it really boring, though? No, I think it's good, right? Smith-Waite Tarot, the Centennial Edition. Can't go wrong, right? I will take these in the order in which I see them. If you see me going out of order, please try to alert me. And let's get going. Starting with Anna K. Anna, thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you. Anna says, I hope all Floridians in the village, meaning our global village here, were spared by the hurricane. In Miami, barely rained, so we feel very lucky. Well, very glad to hear this. And of course, all the Swifties getting ready to go to Miami next week are probably also really glad to hear that. All right, Anna K., I have a silly question, but sometimes I get stuck on decisions like that, right? I've been thinking about buying a pressure cooker. No, this is not silly. I use my cards for this kind of stuff all the time. I will use my cards to figure out what to order on a menu in a restaurant. Not silly at all. Okay, should you buy a pressure cooker? I'm asking my own questions silently. I don't know. I was like, well, maybe not a pressure cooker, maybe like an air fryer hot pot situation. Like we've got a Ninja Foodie that we really like, but I don't, I think you're still figuring out, like, yes, I think you're figuring out exactly what you want. I don't think it will just be an old-fashioned pressure cooker. And should it be the bigger or the smaller size? Interestingly, maybe the smaller size, but I'm guessing it probably does some things other than just pressure cooking. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, but yes, definitely. All right. Gianna, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Oh my gosh. Gianna, if this article appears, you must send me the link so I can put it in the newsletter, because how exciting. Gianna, thank you for being a member. Gianna says, I had an interview with our local newspaper about my tarot deck. Y'all might remember, and hopefully you supported this. Gianna has been kickstarting her craft felt tarot deck. So fabulous. I'm wondering if the article will help out my campaign much or not really. The people from the newsletter were flighty and had poor communication. Just what you love, right? People from the newspaper had poor communication. We love that. I'm grateful for exposure, but worried the article will be a mess. I understand. But let's take a look. First of all, will the article run? Very likely, yes. Will you be happy with the article? I think you'll actually be happy with it. I think it's going to be better than you think it's going to be. And will it be good for, exposure? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Even though it's a local paper, these things will serve to help you, not just for this deck, but for you as an artist. So it really is important. And again, when it publishes, make sure you send me a link. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Justine, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a moderator. And thank you for the generous super sticker. I really appreciate it, Justine. Anna Kay, yes, you were thinking of a combined one, but now, it's a high-end old school one. All right. All right. That's fair. That's fair. It's just, it's gotta be better than what my aunt had 50 years ago. That's all I'm saying. It's just got to be better than that. So make it high end. I think you'll be good. All right. All right. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. I had a vision of something many years ago. I've been thinking about it more and more. It seemed to be a future event of some sort. Is there any truth to the vision I had, or was it just a fantasy? So it was true. It was a fantasy. It was true in the sense that it was a metaphor. I don't know. I would say, I don't think it's true. I also don't think it's a fantasy, but it also doesn't look like a metaphor. So what the heck was it? What did you see? I think you did see something real, but it's not necessarily yours. It may be someone else's. So I think it is real. I think it's a real psychic experience. I don't think it's metaphoric. I don't think it's a fantasy, but it somehow is, definitely future, Wendy. Definitely, I think the future. Yes. Yes. But I don't feel like it's entirely yours. I don't know what to say about that. But yes, short answer, I do think yes. Okay. And Trey says, interesting. All right. All right. A penny for your thoughts. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. The card said it's better for me to move my stuff, my herbs, lotions, and potions, and my food storage to my rental house. As I work slow alone, I wonder if I'm in a hurry and if I should ask for help. So with what urgency? That's really what I hear you asking is with what urgency should I do this? And the answer, I think if you could get help, it's always nice to have help, but I don't think it's urgent that you have to do it immediately. So if you can get help, yes, do, but it's not urgent. So if you don't get it done quickly, I think it's still going to be fine. All right. Mary, good to see you. We're going to have to come up with a whole new line of questioning once you get your new job. That's cool. Is there anything I need to learn or process from the previous job so I can find a real good match or a healthy match for me? Yeah, that is a great question. What you need to learn and process from the past job is that it doesn't take that much for you to be happy in a job. You need clear direction. You need no gaslighting. You need to have proper training. You need to not be treated badly. The job you came from was so egregious. I think you just need to heal. I really do. I don't think this was a healthy environment for some people, but just not for you. I think this was not a healthy environment for anybody. That's what I think. All right. Okay, Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much for the super sticker. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. I'm interested in upcoming work and financials. Will R in Springfield get back to me about work with seniors? I am not counting on it. I am not counting on it. Also, I'm short on funds for the spring performance. Will any of these sources provide enough income, and will it be enough to break even or make a profit? Okay, East Hampton Cultural Council grant, East Hampton Savings Bank. The Savings Bank could do it. Talk to them. The Savings Bank. Sponsorship from Roots and Dreams, definitely not. Sponsorship from Eastworks. Eastworks might be willing to do it. And ticket sales as yet unknown. Ticket sales could be better than expected. So yeah, I think it is possible, yes. Okay. And Jeannie, I am fine with the practical questions for sure. Trey, it's not a double dip at all. It's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. Trey says, I don't mean to double dip. But just to clarify, when you said it's not all yours, does this relate to a meeting or union between two people? I think exactly so. Yeah. Keep us posted. It's interesting. All right. Joanne Ellis, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. May I ask the cards if my Nana from my father's side reincarnated to my cousin? She was born on the same day my Nana died. She even looks like her, apparently. Nana died in the 70s, and my cousin was born in the 80s, 28th April on that date. When my dad told me this, I did have a wow moment. Their life story is kind of similar but different. So. Do we think that your paternal grandmother is your cousin? That I would say this is a very likely thing. From my perspective, I'm all down for it. Yes. Medium that rocks. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We appreciate you. And thanks for being a presenter at StaarCon. We can't wait. And that's my moment to say, get your StaarCon ticket. There's a link in the description. All right. Have I shared a past life connection with Mike? And is there a starseed connection? Okay, past life connection with Mike, I'm going to say no. Is there a starseed connection? Potentially, yes. That's what I would say. All right. Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. My question is about a female friend, Anne. She's a good person and her family has been very welcoming to me. That said, we lived very different lives. She's married with 3 kids and has a seemingly unending supply of money. Can you imagine having 3 kids and a seemingly unending supply of money? That would be so awesome because, like, for a lot of us, the hardest part about having kids is money. So that's amazing. Okay, anyway. Her friends are all very wealthy and fit into the Connecticut stereotype, one I know well. No shade, just is what it is. I get it. She and I had talked about me getting my Italian passport. Her husband is trying to do the same. She texted me while she and her husband were on vacation in Greece, basically asking me to do the legwork for the passport process and let them know what they need to do. Are you as offended as I am all of a sudden? It felt like I was their intern. It angers me because they have the means to pay for lawyers, etc., and I feel talked down to. You should. How should I view our friendship and this request? Is there a different view I can take that extends more grace to her while also maintaining my own self-respect? Okay, well, many of you know Melissa and I are birthday adjacent. We will both have a birthday this month, and we therefore are fellow Scorpios. So my Scorpio tail is up just like yours is, Melissa. I got to tell you that. But let's go to the cards. You weren't asking me, you were asking the cards. What do the cards say about this? Because if you're asking me personally, yeah, no, we're not having that. But let's see. What do the cards say? I think in a way we can't take it personally because culturally, like this is cross-cultural communication. And from that culture, and when I say that culture, I mean that culture that has that kind of money, they don't realize what a ridiculous thing that is and what an imposition that would be in any context. You know, in any context to say, well, if you find something helpful, let me know. If we find something helpful, we'll let you know. That would make sense. From their perspective, okay, we're going to hire an attorney to take care of this. We'll let you know what the attorney discovers. Would have been in my mind, the appropriate thing for them to do. It's not what they did. What they did is what is normal for them and is within their cultural way of being, right? If you want to forgive it, that's how you forgive it. You forgive it, you know, we speak a different language because, you know, but the fact is they speak that language because they haven't unpacked their privilege. And so, you know, are you like, what's really going to be true for you here? This will change things. This will change things. And you can still be friends, certainly, but I don't think it's a conversation you can have with them. And I don't think it's something you're going to easily forget. So it will change some of the flavor of the friendship to some extent. And there it is. It is what it is. Right. There was no hint of reciprocity. And I mean, I'm not up here believing that our wealthy friends owe us money. They don't. But at least reciprocity from any friend, wealthy friend or not, if possible, you know, reciprocity when possible. And why wouldn't it be possible here? That's the question, right? There it is. Lisa Harbin, my Saturn is in Scorpio, part of a grand trine. My stinger is ready. Right? Y'all know what that feels like, right? All my Scorpios know this, right? That there is just that moment and the tail is just coming right up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Melissa, my Libra moon wants things without conflict, but my Scorpio bitchiness is on fire. I don't even think it's bitchiness. I think it's legit self-defense, man. But, I mean, spoken like a Scorpio. What are you going to do? All right, Nikita Gupta, great to see you. What are the underlying issues affecting intimacy between my husband and me? What can I do to improve the connection with him? Well, I mean, there could be a lot there, and that might take more than what we're going to be able to do here today, but I will do my best for you. Obviously, this is something, you know, to a larger reading, a longer reading might help. Talking to a therapist might help. Talking to a doctor might help. There are, you know, there may be other things you're going to want to do with this. Oh, Caroline McLaughlin, you too, huh? All right, Nikita. I am wondering, I mean, friends, Ace of Wands reversed, this is looking like ED. I mean, is ED the issue? And like my thought is this is physical. So I would say off to the doctor we go. I would say let's start with physical. Let's work it out with the doctor. That's what I think. All right. Oh, Adrija, I'm so sorry to hear this. It's good to see you, though, Adrija Roy. And regarding my love life, things aren't so great. I'm so sorry. I want to know, how does the relationship look? Is it actually ending, or is there actually any hope? Should I move on or wait a bit more? Oh, my gosh. I am so, I had hope for this one, too. I am so sorry. Okay. How does this relationship look? Very anxiety producing, not peaceful. Is there any reason to be hopeful here? I feel like if there could be a conversation, maybe. But I have to say, Adrija, I am so sorry, but I feel like you might be looking at moving on. It might be time to move on. It might be time to be meeting other people. I'm so sorry. All right. All right, here we go. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Hey, Raquel, good to see you. Here for a bit, don't really have any questions. Well, we're happy to see you. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. Okay, Nalini. Can the universe please give guidance about how I've been feeling? Just tired of feeling so stuck in every area of my life. I am so sorry. I know. I am so sorry. I know that's a difficult thing. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Let's see. Guidance on the stuckness. I think the reason the stuckness is so big and so overarching is it's generational. And so it takes a while. It takes a while to heal. It takes a while to get over. I think that's really the deal, really. And I feel like you're doing, like, it feels like it's taking a long time because while you're unpacking all of this, life is lifing, right? Life is lifing. And while life is lifing, you're building up all this other stuff. And so it feels like you're not getting any traction. It feels like you're not getting anywhere, that you're just in the same space. But the energy is shifting, even though you may not be seeing it. The energy is shifting. The healing is happening. It's happening. And so I feel like the key here, truly, is to recognize that a lot of this has to do with love and money. Part of it is creativity, spirituality, all of that. But in a lot of ways, it's love and money. And I think generationally, you were taught a lot about love and money that didn't turn out to be true. And so you're figuring out what is really true, and you will. And I'm not trying to gaslight you or try to, like, give you a lot of toxic positivity or whatever. It is important to recognize that this is hard, but you're not really stuck. It just feels that way. There it is. All right. And they've started landscaping outside my window, FYI. One of the things is my studio used to be in a room with no windows, which was fabulous. And now I have a window, which I enjoy sometimes. So I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but there it is. It is what it is. We're in Florida, home of hurricanes, tornadoes, and a lot of landscapers. Okay. Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Looking to maybe buy some land again. Northeast or Northwest? Super cheap options in both. And Diana will be a presenter at StaarCon. We're very excited for that as well. All right. So, Northeast? Northwest. I think Northwest is your better shot, really. If you're going to do it. And this isn't saying, like, if we look at, is this a good idea in general? Is this a good idea? It is. It is a good idea. And there might be some other places you haven't thought about yet. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. And I like West better than East for you. So there you go. All right. Oh, it's today, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's today. Wendy Robeson, thank you for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for being a moderator. You're a new moderator. We appreciate that. We've been waiting for this. Today is the date with Mac. We have been waiting a whole week for this. Super excited. How will it go? And is there a long-term love interest here? Tina, that was like a therapy session. Was that Nalini? Was that Nalini's was like a therapy session? Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. How will the date with Mac go? We're glad that you're dating. We're glad that this area is opening up. I don't know if this is going to be a fit. It may not be. So be excited about dating. Be excited about meeting a new human. And be excited for this being whatever it's going to be. When we look at your love life in general, not specific to Mac, but in general, you are healing a lot from the past when it comes to love. A lot. And it has to be a right fit. But you're on your way. Like, you will make this happen. So I don't know that Mac's going to be like the one, or even like the one for right now. I don't know. Maybe not. But you're doing all the right things to get to where you want to be. So there you go. All right. Lisa Harmon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for... Oh, your Saturn in Scorpio is in the 8th house, Lisa. All righty. And Diana, you're still thinking about Europe as well, and that might end up being it for you. Okay. Lisa Harmon, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis, and thank you so much for the generous super sticker. I really appreciate it. So we're going to do your wrap-up card and then also a Saturday Psychic sampler reading for you. Because you missed your wrap-up card yesterday due to tech issues. Dina, yeah, the generational trauma, totally. Well, you know what we say, if you hear anything here that resonates for you, even if it wasn't a reading for you. All right. Oh, and Wendy, that is so true. I have a lot of healing to go. Hopefully it still will be a fun day. I think so. Absolutely. Okay. So, Lisa, first of all, your card for the week was Death. Wrapping it up with the Page of Pentacles. We love that. So it's like you're making changes, but you're choosing what the changes are, and you're growing and you're learning, and a lot of it is very practical, very grounded. It's really you being in charge of your life, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, what does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want Lisa Harmon to know? I feel like all your life you were taught that you can't trust yourself. And now you're learning that you can. And this is such an important thing. Take a screenshot of that, because you can trust yourself. Yay. It's a good thing. It's an important thing. All right. Oh my goodness, you have a cat named Tigger, and Tigger is living up to the name. Begging for chicken. That is fabulous. All right. Martha Vink, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Von Ray, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Von Ray was in, I did a pop-up early this morning at like 8 this morning, because I wanted to check out the tech and see how it would be. And Von Ray was there. Von Ray was one of the first, like, you know, you go on a pop-up at 8 a.m. It's like, who's going to be there? A lot of people. I was impressed. All right, Von Ray, we appreciate you. I have a book fair tomorrow. How will it go? It will go well. You might even meet some really nice people. I think it will go very well. I feel good about it for you. Hallie Mammon, my goodness, what did you do? Will my body recover from the damage I did to it today and yesterday? My goodness, Hallie Mammon, what did you do? Yeah, you're fine. I mean, from what I can see, I mean, are doctors involved? Are doctors involved, or just life choices? Like doctors' life choices? I don't know, but I think you're going to be fine. Oh, you met Rhonda Allen. Febborn, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Of course, she will be speaking at StaarCon. The group is on hiatus. How will you benefit from this connection? I think it's important for you to know as many people as possible who do this work, because it will help you figure out how this work works for you. And I think eventually she may be able to introduce you to some other people to help you grow community. So I think in a few ways it will help. All right. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. As I look at houses, should I consider having space for my girlfriend as well as mom? Maybe an in-law apartment, as I really need my own space too. What says universe? Let's see. Well, I mean, I feel like even though you have been dating for quite some time, because your relationship encompassed COVID, like I've seen this with a lot of relationships that sort of formed right before COVID or during COVID, a lot got skipped over. And the two of you are just now learning how to communicate with each other. And I think if you can learn to communicate with each other, then you could certainly also learn to live together. And I don't even know that separate apartments are necessary. You know, maybe it's a big house. Maybe it has a couple of kitchens. I don't know. Maybe it has different levels. definitely separate bedrooms. And maybe you sleep together sometimes and sometimes you don't, not out of anger, but out of needing your own space. I think there's lots of ways to work it out. But the key is you have to have the conversation. And that's the key. And I think you're now able to have the conversation when you didn't used to be. So that's good. Febborn, that was discussed. You're absolutely on point. Perfect. That works out. I'm glad. I'm glad. Choice Ocean, I love the idea of separate bedrooms. Not in a mean way and not in an asexual way, but just in having your own space when you need it. You know, sometimes that's necessary. I think in my parents' house, they had a bedroom they shared, but she had a craft room and he had a study. All right. Santiago, so good to see you. My mom, Maria, wants to open a little business at home. She asks how it will develop in the near future, her business. Any advice from guides? I love that. All right. All right, here we go. For Maria, Santiago's mom. So there's a lot that you need to consider here. I think it is a good idea, but I think there's some things that you have not thought about. I think you need to really look at the business plan and figure out where the potential pitfalls are going to be and see if you can solve them. I'm particularly concerned around legalities, laws and legalities, and what the issues there might be. So it is a good idea, but there's more planning that needs to be done. As opposed to the Bulldog, that is Pip, and Pip is a member here and will also be presenting at StaarCon 5. Get your tickets. Okay, Ospo the Bulldog. I am wondering whether I should be pushing my website designer, she is so lovely, to get a wriggle on with it, or is it just not quite the right time, and will it all come together in divine timing? Okay. So, do you push or do you wait? I think you need to push. And you don't have to be rude about it. You can be nice about it. But I think you need to push because it is kind of important. Because you are speaking at an international conference. And it would be good if when people are looking at you, if they could see your website. And that's what you need to tell your person. It's not you. It's coming from me. I'm pushing. There it is. Hey, Dottie, good to see you. No, you do not need to be a member to ask a question. I take it in the order in which I see you. So if you don't mind waiting, I will do my best to get to you. I do have a hard cutoff, but not for like 50 minutes. So I'm likely to be able to get to you. So that's how that works. Okay. Caroline McLaughlin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Imey, can I know what Sherry is feeling toward me? I think there could be some interest there. I think there is some interest. Hey, Smile Soul 20, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Osmo the Bulldog, Pip, yes, go right ahead. Go right the heck ahead, yes. Yes, yes. And Diana Price, I don't think you got to follow up either. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. You started with the Queen of Wands, and you end with the King of Swords reversed. So when we get court cards on Mondays and Fridays, it's all about people. Then there's like Queen of Wands, great person, King of Swords reversed, lousy person. I think you're sort of learning how to have boundaries and deal with people. since I think you grew up in a household with some difficult people and not many boundaries. So I think you're learning a lot about that, and that's good. Damini, good to see you. Will I get into a relationship with Yega, the boy from the temple? I know his mom. I think there'll be something, yeah. I don't know how long or how good the relationship will be, but there's something going on here. Oh yeah, there's something. Justine, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator, and thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm wondering how my interview went on Monday for the unexpected receptionist position. When I arrived, the interviewer says it's really some sales too, which doesn't match my experience as well. Then after the interview, I get a call from Kay wanting to clear up some drama he heard from the grapevine that stemmed from mom's friend, right, who loves to stick her nose where it doesn't belong. There's more details to it, but I want to know if the air was properly cleared during that phone call. I haven't heard back from him since. Okay, and then I see more to the questions, so here we go. So first of all, the receptionist with some sales interview, I think you did a good job. I think it went well, but you're right, it may not be a good fit. They may end up offering you the job though. So if that happens, take it. What are you going to do? Okay. Now, Kay calling, wanting to clear that up. You did fine. You did absolutely fine. And the fact that he was willing to call and clear it up is a really, really great thing, because it means he's not just going to take that person's word for it. So that's good. Now, okay. Between the two jobs, like if you were to get both of them, between the two jobs, the receptionist job and the bartending job, I think you could do both. I think both would be good. I like bartending a little bit more for you, a little more. So I would say, regardless, I would reach out to him in a few days if you had not heard. Just reach out to him and show that you're eager. Don't be a pest, but show that you're eager. And see how it goes. All right, Nick. So good to see you, Nick. Thanks for becoming a member. Your Friday pull, yes. Yes. So sorry I missed you yesterday. We had some tech issues yesterday. It happens. I hate it when it happens. John hates it when it happens, but it happens. Not often. And this one we could blame either on the move or the storm. So there it is. But yes, your Friday pull. The Emperor. Nick, this is really about recognizing that life goes on and your life is going on, and you need to be okay with that. And you need to recognize that you can be and feel stable. All right. Justine, Five of Wands, reverse just screams, don't stir the pot, right? Right. Lisa Harmon, so good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Take care. Okay. Revival of Venus, so good to see you. I've applied for a different job at a nonprofit in Boston. I was wondering if my conversation on Tuesday will go well. It's a screening. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. I think it'll be a very good conversation. You may or may not get the job, but it will be a very good conversation. And I think you are moving toward what you really want. So if you do get the job, great. If you don't get it, that's okay too, because you're moving in the right direction. Okay, Aisha, Salman's current feeling for me. Is he having romantic feelings for me? I don't know. I mean, I think maybe with like a conversation. I don't know how romantic it is, but maybe a conversation. Ooh. Nick. That deck description perked up my ears and I would love to check it out. Where can I find it? Which deck? I totally don't remember which deck I was talking about. I am so sorry. Let me know. Oh, Wendy, the date is here. Good luck. Have fun. Give us details on Monday. We're going to have to take a break from the 3-card weekly reading to hear all the juice. All right. Okay, so Nick, if you're here, oh, the craft felt deck. Oh my gosh. So yes. Gianna, who is a member here, has designed this deck. It will be published. She's already met her Kickstarter. I don't know if it's still kickstarting. So it's called the Craft Felt Deck. And you can find a link to the Kickstarter if you hit the community tab. You can find a link to the Kickstarter right there. Go check it out. It is cool. It is so cool. Okay. Oh, Revival of Venus. Thank you so much. I have many concerns about the cost of life in Boston. Looking forward to that conversation. Not my favorite position. I'm overqualified for it. I'm doing this against my judgment. So if you don't get it, it's cool then. But you might meet someone or get some ideas that will help you for another position in the future. Yeah, Nick, go check it out. It's brilliant. It is absolutely a brilliant deck. I am super excited for it. Yes, we're talking about Gianna's deck. Yes, Caroline, exactly. Yes. Right, and y'all, I love it. Y'all know, like Wendy's like, I think it's the craft felt. Caroline's, it's Gianna's. Like y'all know. You all just know. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Who is next? Next is Dina Moskowitz. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I love having big hair. I hate it when it gets in my mouth. Okay. All right, Dina. What do the next 3 months have in store? Let's take a look and see. I think for the next 3 months, Dina, there's a lot of hurry up and wait. There's going to be a lot that challenges your mood, and you're really going to have to lean into what nurtures you and allowing others to nurture you as well as you nurturing others. It's a lot about nurturance. There may be some new learning, and there may be a new job, and new creativity, new spirituality, and some loss and difficulty, but also some real growth. So it's not going to be the most comfortable time, but I think it's going to take you where you need to go. Okay. Maud, thanks for being here. New subscriber. Glad you're here. I will absolutely take your question. I do them in the order in which I see them. So listen along and follow along, and we will get to you. All right. Teresa, so good to see you. You're another person who got cut off on Friday, so we're going to do your Friday card for you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. You had the 8 of Cups on Monday. Your end of the week card is the Empress. So I really see that as you walking away from everything that makes you feel like you're responsible for your family dysfunction and your family tragedy, and recognize you're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your kid, that's about it. And I think you really have come to understand this, and that's good. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Sorry we missed you yesterday with the tech issue. I want to know about myself and my surroundings. What is it that I'm missing that I need or need to do? Vaishali, the only thing you're missing is trusting yourself internally. Externally, I see changes to your surroundings. But I feel like no matter what your surroundings are, it's hard for you to just relax and feel comfortable. And so I think it's all about trust, internal and external. That's what's needed. Heather Roberts, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Long question. I'm here. My sister reached out last night. The one I've been leaving alone. We talked for about an hour, more than surface stuff. She sounded sober for the whole call, and the conversation was balanced. We will need a lot more time before I start to trust her again. I realize she may have just been in a healing place last night, and that I may not see that again for months or years. I thank Bridget for the conversation last night. I've been keeping her in my prayers. I guess I'm wondering if the black around her is beginning to lift. I know not to hold my breath. All right. Got it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. When we look at your sister, Heather, she certainly was grounded in that moment, and she certainly is trying. I don't know if she's going to therapy, if she's going to meetings. It's what she needs. This reversal, I don't think she's there yet. I think this is a good sign, but I don't think she's there yet. Yeah. Was she sincere in that conversation? Yes. Does she think she's further along than she is? I think she's in that place of bargaining, you know? There's a lot that she does not. This is a good sign, but we have a long way to go. And so you need to be really, really careful and really, really boundaried. And making sure that she is reaching out to the right people and places for support if she continues to reach out to you. But I think this is a good sign. She's in therapy, so that's good. That is fabulous. Oh my gosh. Vaishali, you are very welcome. Dina, sounds about right. Okay, got it. Very good. Okay. Let's see. I think I skipped some people. Hang on one second. Let me just make sure. Yes, I did. I skipped Joanne. So I'm going back to Joanne. Okay. Where are you? Joanne Leeza. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Been feeling low lately. Any good news the cards can tell me? I think you're the good news. You just don't know it. Really. I think you're the good news. I think it is important for you to maybe go about the business of meeting some new people, whether that's dating or making new friends. I think you need new people in your life, and that will help. I think you very often feel like you don't have what you need and people are not. Okay, are we good? Yes, we're good. Okay, people are not there for you. And I think it's true that a lot of times there are people who would like to be there for you and they just can't or don't know how. Some of them can't be there for themselves. So I think, first of all, recognizing your intelligence, your creativity, your spirituality, your integrity, recognizing the good things about yourself. That's number one. And you've got a birthday coming up. I think you're my birthday twin. I think we all have, a lot of us here today have birthdays right around the same time. So happy birthday coming up. And I think the key is about meeting new people, making new friends, and being open to the concept of good new things coming. The idea that good fortune can strike as quickly as bad fortune can. And sometimes it does. Oh, Kat, I'm sorry I missed you. You got caught up in between Justine there. That can happen. Not just with Justine, it can happen in general. Okay. And now, hang on one second here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me find where we are. Dottie, you are up next. Glad you're here. Are housing prices going to go down after the elections? Let's take a look and see what we see. Generally speaking, housing prices before the elections, housing prices after the elections. I don't know that real estate prices will go down. What about like the Fed dropping the interest rate, things like that? Where we are now, where we'll be. See, that's what's going to happen, is I think the Fed will drop the interest rates again. And so that will make housing more affordable. Ah, Joanne, thanks. Yes, you're my birthday twin. I thought so. We should grab a drink. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. And thanks for being here. All right. Okay, that was Dottie. Sherry J, good to see you. No definitions. You're up next. What cautions should I be aware of with my job transfer happening? I hope you're well. Well, thank you. I am, and I hope you are as well. Okay. What cautions regarding your job transfer? I have a feeling in this transfer they could try to screw you. They could try to give you more tasks without more money. They could try to change your hours. Like, I would not, you're going to have to watch them. And if they make changes that are okay and they tell you about them and it's good, all good. But if they're making changes and not telling you, they need to let you know. And if they're making changes that you don't agree with, you have to be able to have those conversations. So be careful. I don't think they actively want to screw you. I think they just don't care if they do. So you have to watch out for yourself here. Okay. Christine Hallowell, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Still looking for the extra job? Is it coming in the next month? Is it related to my spiritual path or something in a different field? Okay, let's see. Okay. I think there will be a new job coming soon. I do not, It might be in some ways adjacent to your spiritual path, but I think it's probably more mundane. But it'll be fun. That's the thing. It'll be a fun job. It'll be a social job. It'll be kind of mundane. That's what I think. Okay. Oh my goodness. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years, and thanks for being a moderator. I have an upcoming interview with the state, as well as 2 more outstanding applications with them. Scored 100 on all the civil service exams. Go you. That's fabulous. Look at that. Will I get an offer from the state? I'm hoping for an interview with the university I used to work for, but haven't heard back. Or is a different job entirely possible? Okay, well, will you get a state job, which could be I think you're going to end up working for the state, and I think that could be really, really good. I feel really good about that for you. Do we think the university is possible as well? Yeah, but I'm less excited about that. Meh on the university. But the state job, I think, could come forward for you. So let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Barbie Bird. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. I've been pulling cards for myself in a love reading and keep getting cards to indicate someone at work could be interested in me. What do you think, and could it be V? If not, any clues on who it could be? Yes, Nick. Members get special emojis, and I switch them up sometimes. I never take one away. I might improve one, and I add new ones from time to time. So if you have ideas on, what an emoji would be that you would like us to have, I'll get it for you. Let us know. So yes, you do. Fun, right? Okay. And no definitions. Very interesting. I've been feeling like I should be careful for some reason. Yes. Okay, so back to Barbie. Here we are. We're doing Barbie. So, is it possible that someone at work could become a romantic interest? Yes, it is, and we've thought that here too as well. Could it be V? It could be. So what do you do? What do you do with this? What do you do with this information? Just be yourself and see what happens. Don't sabotage yourself. Just be yourself and see what happens. Lumen, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Dr. Aled, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Will I get the job that I interviewed for on Monday and the job I interviewed for last week? I'm financially challenged at this point and I need one. Okay, so the job you interviewed for on Monday, very good chance of getting. The job you interviewed for last week, not so much. I think the Monday job is more likely. Let me know. Okay. Okay, and so Dottie's following up her question with, should I wait till after the elections to buy a house? Hang on one second, where am I here? Hang on a minute. Give me a second, here it is. Should you wait until after the election, Dottie? For you personally, it may really be 6 of one, half a dozen another, but it's a month, so whatever. Okay. Charm Girl 22, good to see you. What is the guidance for you? Let's see. Okay. Guidance for Charm Girl 22. If you're not in school, you might be considering going to school or taking a class or just learning something new. It's all about learning. Pay attention to communication. There's communication going on that could be creating trouble. So pay attention to that because we want better communication. And whatever the love life situation is for you, anticipate improvement. And Dr. Aled, we are going to wrap up your Monday card. Monday, you had the Page of Swords, and now the World reversed, because the world is not yet yours, but it's going to be. Like, as that page, you are growing into the world that is being prepared for you. Okay. Von Ray, I've been up since 5, so seeing you pop up in the morning was nice. Well, that's kind of good to know. I'll do it more often now that I know that there are people who enjoy it. Clean Music Lover, I missed you this morning. You were coming in just as I was leaving. Glad you're here. Will I get a high rating for mental health after my recent CNP exam? Let's take a look and see what we see. I think you'll be comfortable with your rating. And Dottie, wrapping up your week. 8 of Pentacles. I think you did a lot this week in terms of learning, creating, and working hard. Well done. Lumen, so good to see you. I would like to ask, what does Spirit want me to know about my finances right now? And Lumen, thank you so much for being a member. We really appreciate you. What does Spirit want me to know about my finances right now? In the process of rebalancing and organizing it all to fit a place that feels like it's coming from abundance, calm, and empowerment. That sounds nice. Wondering if I'm overlooking cutbacks, ways to grow, etc. I almost feel like in the question, I am wondering how to unpack some of the ways I still hold elements of scarcity around my mindset on money. Sorry for the long message. No apology necessary. That's what we like to do on Saturday. I love it. Okay. So when we look at your relationship with money, you are actively working on improving it, as we can see. So that's correct. What does Spirit want you to know about your finances right now? That you are an out-of-the-box thinker, and so you have to develop your own relationship with how you create wealth and abundance, and you definitely need to apply magic. Like, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Hey, Group Tarot with Kate Mura. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. And yes, all good. All good for us here in Florida. Thank you so much for asking, and thanks for being here. Glad you are here. Okay. So yeah, Lumen, you're doing the work you need to do, and you will figure it out. I think, Lumen, I think that you are shit-talking yourself in the sense of like, I'm not smart about money. And I think that you need to change the language that you use when you talk about yourself vis-a-vis money. Okay. All righty. Okay, scrolling down, looking for the next question. Violet B, Reiki with Katie, glad you're here. Oh my goodness gracious. Dr. Aled, my PhD advisor was fired Thursday, so we don't know what's going to happen with the advisees. Oh my gosh. What I think will happen, that sucks. That completely and totally sucks. But you cannot let it get in the way of your success. And in a weird way, it's going to make getting your PhD easier. In a weird way. Okay. Sophia E, good to see you. Will I go on a romantic date next week? Not unless you actively make it happen. It's not here. So there it is. Okay. Violet B, Reiki with Katie. What does Spirit want me to know regarding my business online and in person? They're two different energies, and so they need to be dealt with in a way separately. Each aspect needs its own nurturance, and right now, neither is getting what it needs. They both need more nurturance. That's really the thing. More energy put into both of them will bring more energy back to you. Lumen, thank you. I actually suspect I'm really good with money. I'm a great saver, but thinking about all the ways financial people tell you where to put money, how to make it, feels overwhelming at times. Yeah. Agreed. Made, good to see you. Thanks for being a new subscriber. What are my current person's intentions after the meeting we had on Friday? The intention is not to end the relationship, but I feel like there's not good communication here, and I'm not sure that this person has intention on improving the communication. So I think that's what needs to happen. Okay. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Joyous Ocean is Dion C. Monsanto, and she will be presenting at StaarCon 5. Get your tickets. So we're going to do Friday cards. Joyous Ocean, Dion, Judgment. And right, you're on funeral number 4, I think, this week. So yeah, it's all about closure. It's all about closure. It's all about healing. And it's all about trusting higher power, however you see that. And for Jada is just growing in confidence in herself. And that's important. And I'll say another thing about that 9 of Pentacles for Jada. It is the card of inheritance. And Jada needs to know that she gets good things from her ancestors and her aunt, even if she doesn't love what she got from some other family members, if I may. Okay, so now Joyous Ocean's question. Oh, and Heather Roberts, I see your feedback. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Joyous Ocean, I broke up with R. I feel good about that. Wanting to know if S is the right next person, or should I be focused on being solo for a bit? Not clear if S is my lifetime person, but I feel like he's the right next person for our growth and development on the journey, on this journey called life. What do you and the cards say? Let's see. Okay, first of all, breaking up with R, yeah, I think you took it as far as you could. You sucked all the goodness out of that relationship. It was fine. You got it. It's time to go. Yep, good. Okay. Now, is S the right next person? And it's funny, you're thinking that, and I'm like, I don't know. I think you might be better to stay friends with that one. You could have a conversation and see, but like, I'm not hugely enthusiastic there, but see what you see. And should you be focused on being single? No, you should definitely be looking for love, but I would say let's not go straight from R to S. Let's go from R to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all the way through so that you can cast your net wide. That's what I think. Oh, Violet B, look for the $sign. If you're on a phone, you may not see it. You may need to be on a desktop or laptop. Look for the $sign. There is also a link in the description. Okay, Martha Vink. Again, thanks for being a member. Your Monday card was the Ace of Cups. Always good to follow that up. With the Fool reversed. Yeah, man, you are in a better place of openness, of love, of expansion, but you're still a little afraid. I think that's the next thing to work on, is letting go of fear. All right. Oh, Dottie, thanks for your kind words. Okay. Bianca Tarot, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Domini, I did do your reading. I think I did your reading, but Domini, if you want to put your question back in, I'm not remembering it, so if you want to put your question back in, go right ahead. I think I did you, but if you want to put it back in, go ahead. Martha, so true. Girlfriend calls me skittish. Yeah, you are a bit. Okay, Bianca Tarot. Any messages about my finances for the rest of the year? All right. Do not be afraid about your finances. I think things are improving and you're getting smart at this. Okay. From my perspective, I do remember this question, Domini, but I'm going to do it again because I remember it and I felt, yeah, oh gosh, no, I don't want to do it again because those cards were like, you got like 3 major arcana cards. It is going to be the bottom line. I did it so you can go back and find it. But the bottom line is, I think it was sort of toward the affirmative. Yeah, go back and find it. No, Bianca, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I've gotten to every question. If I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. Please do reiterate. And if you're here but have not asked a question, it's last call for readings, y'all. I will be back Monday morning, and who knows, probably I will not pop up tomorrow because I will be doing a psychic gallery at Banyan Soul Yoga Studio in Stuart, Florida tomorrow, and there are just a few tickets left. We're probably going to sell out. If you would like to join us, get your ticket if you happen to be local. Oh, Domini, the answer is probably yes. Probably yes. Yes. Probably yes. So, if you can, come to see me. Oh, I love this. I'm happy to do this, Kate. Let me do this. Back to card cam we go. Group Tarot with Kate Mura. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon as well. I would love to hear what Spirit has to say about energetic focus on performance versus tarot reading. And Camille, so good to see you. What's up with the ice packs? Not feeling well? All right. So, Group Tarot with Kate Mura. Performance tarot reading. It's not an either-or situation. It's both. It's both. You can't choose one or the other and still be who you are. It has to be both. We don't get to, you don't get to separate it out, and you don't get to choose. It's as connected for you as it was for Pamela Coleman Smith herself. So there it is. Okay. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Camille, Christiana, I just wanted to say that I was able to break down the specific way that you ask questions when people are looking for messages from their loved ones. This was from our class last week, and it was brilliant. Excellent. Oh, my goodness gracious. And followed it up with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Camille. Really appreciate it. Glad it worked for you. That's fabulous. Fabulous. Ah, Nick, did I not do your Friday poll? Did I do your Friday poll, Nick? I think I did. But if you have a specific question, go ahead. So I kind of, would I be willing to do a part 2, like specifically I think what you're looking for is techniques and protocols for mediumship and tarot reading. And yeah, I absolutely would. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, oh, Nick, here is your Friday card. Goodness gracious, Nick, here we go. Ha! Oh, sorry. Ha ha ha. The sun. Nick. And actually, I think you got the Emperor earlier. I think I pulled the Emperor for you earlier. So 2 major arcana cards today, and it's about you owe it to yourself and you owe it to your familiar in spirit to find your joy. Yes, yes, you did miss it, but that's okay, because now you've had the Emperor and the Sun, so take it. All right. Hey, baby cakes, good to see you. It's last call for readings right now, so get your question in. And if I didn't get to do a Friday card for you yesterday and you want a Friday card, I'll do that as well. Camille says it was so timely that I was able to see that class. It was from a regular client of mine, at least her mother and her sister. My client, I found out passed away. Yeah, man, that's part of our lives, where we read for our clients even after they die. That's a real thing. We do that. Okay. Oh, Nick, potentially attending StaarCon, did you say? Well, why don't you shoot me a text or an email and let me talk you the heck into it? Seriously, seriously, assuming you're in the U.S. or the contiguous U.S., contiguous American continent, get ready to take down a phone number. Shoot me a text and we'll talk about it. 561-655-1160, or you can find all my contact information on my website. Reach out, because I'm going to do my best to talk you into this, because we all want to give you a big hug and you would love it. Kate Mura says StaarCon is fantastic. I highly recommend it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do baby cakes. I'm going back to card cam for baby cakes. I didn't get the Friday wrap-up card, so let's do that, and then we're going to talk about your job opportunity. All righty. Okay, wrapping up your week, baby cakes, with the Page of Swords, which suggests that you did a really good job with communication, with being open-minded, and clearly thinking and making good decisions this week. Very good. And Camille agrees, and both, I think both Kate and Camille will be presenting at StaarCon this year, so yeah, y'all should be there. Right, Camille's like, Nick, come to see us at StaarCon, yay. Okay, so baby cakes, here's your question. If this CA job, I guess that's California job, is viable, or I shouldn't get my hopes up, how would the job be if I got it? Okay, is this a viable job? Oh, I think it is. How would it be if you got it? Different than any job you've ever done, but I think it would be okay. I think it would be good. Chance, like, what do we think about this? I mean, no guarantee it could go either way, but I think if you get it, it's worth taking if you feel good about it. All right, my friends. So now we're all convincing Nick to come to StaarCon. That's what's happening up in here. and everybody else. The stars seem to be aligning for StaarCon. Yeah, Nick, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Seriously, reach out to me. All right, my friends. I think we've gotten everyone, and I'm 6 minutes away from my stop time anyway, so I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I want to say thanks to all of you. I appreciate all of you so very much. New subscribers, welcome, welcome. We have so much fun here. Thank you to the moderators, the members, people helping out with super chats and super stickers. And I just appreciate all of you so very much. And Martha Vink may be there too. Yay! Yay, yay. It is, I mean, it was never intended that like StaarCon and this channel would so clearly overlap. But they do, and they have, and I'm not changing that. I mean, that really is what's happening. So there it is. There it is. All right, my friends, take really good care. Have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Do the things in the links. Book your appointment with me. Get your StaarCon ticket. Check into becoming a member of this channel. It's worth it. Thank you so very much. Take care.